As a marketer, it is very unlikely that you will encounter a set of two consumers who have exactly the same tastes and preferences. That is expected. As human beings, many differences exist among others, from our genetic makeup, our cultural background, our levels of education, life experiences, and so on. One will therefore not be surprised when consumers demand different things from a product or service. Behavioral segmentation is the subdividing of a market based on these differences. There are several differences that exist between the traditional marketing strategies and the segmentation strategy. For instance, in the traditional approach, mass marketing was practiced. The marketer typically sent out a message to a large pool of potential customers in the hope of reaching out to buyers of products or services. In segmentation, the customer pool is stratified and each is treated differently from the other. The behaviors that can be used as the basis for segmenting are numerous. They will largely depend on your judgment. Any client behavior that you consider significant enough to influence demand for your goods can be used. Product loyalty is widely variable among clients for many goods and services. It is possible to classify your clients in several groups depending on their levels of loyalty. By so doing, you will get the opportunity to determine the factors that enhance or discourage the use of your products. Another way of dividing the market is to determine the kind of benefits that are sought by various consumer groups as they demand for goods. It should not be assumed that all consumers buy products for the same reason. Many products have multiple uses, and as such demand is likely to be influenced by different factors. The marketer will need to establish which benefits are demanded by a given group of customers and the reasons driving the demand. A number of goods are only bought occasionally. Their demand is noted to be unusually high during specific periods of the year when marking particular occasions or festivities. Christians buy lots of religious goods during Christmas and Easter. For this reason, they form a very important segment that needs to be recognized. If one is not aware of the existence of this segment of customers, then they will not adequately meet the demand. Usage rate refers to the number of times that a client uses a given product within a specified period of time. The rate is a reflection of the quantity demanded, which means that people who use a given product more frequently also have high demand for the same. In this regard, clients can be divided into light, moderate, and heavy users. By so doing, it will be possible to address the needs of each group that has been created. Buyer readiness is the willingness of a buyer to use a service or good. While some buyers simply like a product, others are willing to pay for it. The levels of willingness are divided into 6 that represent increasing levels of willingness to spend on the product. The first stage is awareness of product existence, and the last stage is the purchase stage. Apart from behavioral segmentation, there are many other ways of subdividing markets. The commonly used ones include the use of geographic, demographic, and psychographic characteristics. The most important thing is to ensure that the segment created has members that share the same concerns.